patients a place to stay. Now, one of them is running out of room. The Kevin Guest House says they've had to turn people away because News 4's Alan Ursel is live in the studio to tell us what they had to say about the expansion.
Well, Christy, the Kevin Guest House has a goal to make a house feel like a home for thousands of people staying there each year. As the medical campus grows, so does the need to find short-term housing while these people receive life-saving treatments here in Buffalo. At the foot of the construction site where the new Women and Children's Hospital will be, sits a house.
To be able to create a comprehensive system around supporting them, it's really important for us to do as we build up the medical facilities in the area.
That support comes through the Kevin Guest House, which includes around 24 rooms and apartments housing more than 1,200 patients and their families yearly, while they're receiving care at Buffalo hospitals.
We really try to sort of pay it forward.
One of those patients is Cathy Spence.
Just to keep you close by in case there's any problems.
Spence is from a rural community in Ontario. In September, the mom of two was diagnosed with bone marrow cancer, which developed into acute myeloblastic leukemia. She needed a bone marrow transplant as soon as possible. After one fell through in Toronto, she was matched with another in Buffalo, a city hundreds of miles from home where she had never been to.
It was so urgent to come down and get the bone marrow transplant, we just figured we'd figure it out once we got here.
Spence arrived in Buffalo February 15th, and she hasn't been home since. You see, bone marrow transplants like her must stay within a 40-minute distance of the hospital for 100 days following their transplant, something which would be extremely costly for Spence if the Kevin Guest House didn't exist.
Fees are very, very reasonable. When you're away from home and you've had to take time off work, it's been a huge peace of mind.
Spence now considers the City of Good Neighbors, which is lending a helping hand to her during this time of need, her home away from home.
I love Buffalo. Buffalo is so surprising. Buffalo, I really had no idea what to expect.
The nonprofit organization is in the middle of their first capital campaign ever. They're raising money as they expand. Now, they actually just bought a second home, well, a fourth home, but they're second on that area on Ellicott Street, and they'll actually be able to double their capacity then. So right now they have 1,200 people coming in. They'll be able to have 2,400 people.
Wow. So how do they plan to fundraise for this?
So there are a couple fundraisers. First off, this Sunday, there is a race. You can race the tracks down, or the train downtown. That's one of their fundraisers. They also have a golf outing happening this year.
Awesome, great, very cool.
Yeah, so this isn't the only cool thing about them. I just wanted to add this as well, Christy. The Kevin Guest House was actually used as a model for another big house that a lot of people know of, the Ronald McDonald House. So the person who created that, he came to Buffalo for treatment, stayed at the Kevin Guest House, and now he created the Ronald McDonald House. So
very interesting. Wow,
yes.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ellie, thanks so much. Right now, next News 4, what's in your water? Why the problem in Flint may have more Western New Yorkers on edge. Experts answer your questions on water quality. Plus, officer on trial. We are taking a look at an officer on